My topic was mercury contamination in fish, and well, not just fish, like the environment. Um, there are three types of mercury. The first type is elemental mercury, which is it's like a silvery liquid, and it's used in thermometers and I think children's, like the shoes that light up when you walk. The second type is inorganic mercury. This type, use in the U.S. has been greatly decreased, but it used to be in other countries. It was used for in stomach medicines. And the third type is organic mercury, and the two main types are ethyl mercury and methyl mercury. And methyl mercury is the most toxic type because it is ingested easily, but it does not move quickly, so it accumulates easily. Air contamination is mainly caused by coal-fired power plants, and this accounts for 40% of mercury pollution. And it's also caused by incinerators, burning hazardous waste, and chlorine production. Water and soil contamination is caused by methylation, which is when anaerobic bacteria causes mercury to be turned into methyl mercury. Runoff causes mercury pollution to be put into water. And erosion also causes this, and improper disposal of products that contain mercury. And air pollution, when it rains, it pollutes the rain, which pollutes waterways. Mercury accumulates in two ways. It accumulates over time because it's not broken down easily, so as animals ingest more of it, it builds up and does not break down. And it also increases, its levels are higher in larger animals than smaller animals. The effects it has on animals, it causes a decreased number of offspring, it affects behavior of animals, and it causes protective enzymes to be less effective. The main type that has effects on humans is methyl mercury, and women, children, and infants are most susceptible. So infants can have developmental problems if women ingest mercury while they're pregnant. And 1 in 15 women have blood mercury levels above the safe amount. Metallic mercury can cause irritability, drowsiness, bad memory, loss of sleep. It can give you the shakes. Inorganic mercury can cause acrogynia, which is a disease that gives you red palms, and it can also cause gastrointestinal problems. Organic mercury is the most toxic. It's soluble, so it enters cells easily, and it can cause brain damage and IQ deficits in children. Many states have fish advisories. 3/4 of fish advisories in the U.S. are methyl mercury advisories. Basically, it says it gives you an amount of fish that you should catch, and places where you shouldn't catch fish and eat from. And this shows the light blue is statewide mercury advisories. The light are states that have mercury advisories, but it's not statewide. And then the dark blue is coastal advisories. The Mercury Policy Project is an organization that works to reduce commerce of products that contain mercury, reduce mercury exposure, and conducts studies on the effects of mercury, and promotes laws such as the Mercury Export Ban Act of 2008 it prohibited the trading of products that contain mercury. The Mercury Containing and Rechargeable Battery Management Act of 1996, the goal was to decrease the use of batteries containing mercury. Mercury is also included in the Clean Air Act, which the goal was to regulate toxic chemicals in the air, and mercury was on that list. And the Clean Water Act is basically the same thing, but for water, it set water quality standards and like limits of emissions of certain toxins, and mercury was one of those.